Hello, Marvelites! You're watching Marvel's Pull List, and I'm Ryan Penagos, aka Agent M.
And I'm Tucker Marcus.
And look, we're here. We're here to tell you about comic books. And recently, we've been talking about some classic books, some stories that we love. It's been great. It's been wonderful. But today is a glorious day because we have brand new freaking comics for your faces. Tucker, what are we talking about?
Brand new comics, that's right. May 27's new releases. We have Spidey stuff. We have Avenger stuff. We're going to Krakoa. We're going to Star Wars. We're going to see the Sickly Symbiote. We have so much on offer, and I have been waiting for it, and it's all here. Ryan, what are we starting with?
Thwip thwip, it's time for Amazing Spider-Man, issue number 43. I loved issue number 42. It's probably my favorite issue of the entire Amazing Spider-Man run that we're currently in. So emotional. It's a story about a giant monster, alien creature that comes to Earth and rampages, and it's a tragic story and everything. And then this follows up on that with humor, with action, and some of the best dang Spidey art you're gonna see these days. Ryan Ottley crushing it with his renditions of the Web Slinger. And of course, Nick Spencer, he's on a roll, man. So good.
It's incredible. Going from Amazing Spidey over to Avengers. This is Avengers number 33. It's written by the great Jason Aaron. But the art on this issue is by an artist, Ryan, that you and I are both really big fans of. And I think it's his first time with Earth's Mightiest Heroes. It's Javier Garrón, who brings it. This is the start of a new story arc that centers around Moon Knight. We get to see how Moon Knight is slowly clawing his way through the Avengers team. So much fascinating stuff to come. It's really a kind of dream combination to get all of these pieces here together. Can't wait for more.
And it has one of my favorite martial arts battles in comics of recent memory. Man, this issue rules. Another issue that rules is Marauders number 10. And look, everybody is excited. They've been like, X-Men, 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 give me my mutants. Well, you got some mutant stuff in here. There's a whole bunch of stuff that's going on. The Marauders team has had a lot of highs, a lot of lows. And unfortunately, there's been a major death for their crew and for mutant kind. And it even gets more intense this issue with a letter, a prose page from Nightcrawler to someone else. That is one of my favorite bits from the entire Dawn of X so far. But there's a great bit of revenge in here. You get to see the Marauders team finally let loose. And look, we got Bishop in here being the badass that he is. That's all I care about.
Totally. Next up, we are going from the Marvel Universe over to a galaxy far, far away with Star Wars Dr. Aphra number 1. I am so pumped to see where Dr. Aphra goes in this post-Empire Strikes Back era of Star Wars comics. This issue is brought to you by Alyssa Wong and Marika Cresta, two incredible creators who are jumping on board with this character and really making her their own. I'm also excited about the supporting cast that we get to know in here. That's something that you can just tell is going to be so special moving forward. So much to enjoy in any Dr. Aphra book, let alone a fresh new voice, a new start like this one. Could not be more excited to continue reading Star Wars Dr. Aphra because look, she's a rogue. She gets into trouble. You never know where she's going to end up.
Hey Tucker, I just something running through my head. No time for love, Dr. Aphra. You get it? You get that reference? Yeah, I knew that would tickle you. All right, we got one more book to talk about this week, and it is Venom number 25. It is the final part of Venom Island. Donny Cates has been doing amazing stuff as the writer of Venom, and he's had incredible collaborators the entire time, of course, starting with Ryan Stegman, who has 2 pages in this issue that are going to knock your socks off. But then the storyline has had Mark Bagley, one of Venom's, most famed artists and people who've drawn the character over time. There's a sequence in the beginning of this issue, Tucker, you know what I'm talking about. It's when you just see Eddie Brock up close and he's talking to the camera. It's so simple, but so wonderfully done, both from the dialogue standpoint and from just the acting that Mark brings to the table. It's incredible. And on top of all that, you bring David Michelinie and Ron Lim, classic Venom creators, coming in to tell a story that's set way back in the 90s when the original Venom Island sort of storyline happened, and it is great. It is wacky. It's Eddie talking to the symbiote, talking about eating people, stopping bad guys, just living his best life. It's a lot of fun. Great comics this week. Now we talk about them and some more this week on Marvel's Pull List, the podcast version. Get it wherever you get your audio, and then we'll be back with another video version next week. I'm Ryan.
And I'm Tucker.
And this is Marvel,
Your Universe.